Hello, everyone. This is Shad Reis from CVI 2025. I'm privileged to be with a friend and expert in mechanical support, my friend Dr. Mir B Basir, to talk about new generation of mechanical circulatory support and cardiogenic shock and high-risk PCI. Babar, always nice to talk to you.
Thanks, Adi. Thanks for having me.
So we are evolving quickly. New iteration of devices coming along. I mean, from different companies.
Yeah.
So let's go over overview where we are in the sheet sizes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of innovation within this space, which is really amazing. We're going to have randomized clinical trials demonstrating the utility of MCS in high-risk PCI in particular, but 5, 6 pumps that are going to be coming out and being studied shortly. So the most widely studied device so far is the Impella ECP. They completed the pivotal study of over 250 patients. They met their performance metric with a MACE rate of around 6% compared to the benchmark of around 24%.
Wow.
So now it is with the FDA and currently being evaluated for commercial release. Right behind it is the Magenta device. The Magenta device is really interesting because it is a 10 French device that has the outer diameter of a 20 French device.
Wow.
And so it provides peak flows of even 8 liters, mean flows that are consistently over 5 liters. It's purpose built for high risk PCI and cardiogenic shock. So they did the EFS trial mostly in New York City, and now they're starting the pivotal trial, which is just about to start enrollment in the US now.
In high-risk PCI or shock?
In high risk PCI. I think all of these devices are going to start with the high risk PCI space
Yeah,
to
more
get
control.
approval, more control, and then get FDA clearance for that before tackling cardiogenic shock, which, as you know, is much, much harder.
Absolutely.
There's also the Shifa medical device, Supera, and that device is also 10 French that expands to 22 French and also gives close to 5 liters of support. It's a very similar technology and platform to the Magenta system, and it's completed over 70 cases in South America, and now they're shifting gears towards the US. They've done over 15 patients now and are just about to start their pivotal trial, but they did raise over $120 million for that trial, which is great. At Ford, Asad Nakhle, one of our really nice partners, he is starting the Cardion trial. This is a 14 French, 3 to 4 liter device that's very equivalent to a kind of an Impella CP style device for high risk PCI. And then the device that we know the least about right now is made by Boston Scientific, the Vitalist device, that is also completing its EFS and will be hopefully starting a pivotal trial sometime
Also
next
smaller
year.
sheath?
So this is also 14 French with about 4 liters of support.
Okay.
So the latter two are much more comparable to what we're used to in the Impella CP.
Yeah.
But because there's 5 different pumps that are going to be available in the United States through research platforms, it's going to drive a lot of innovation and progress within this field.
Yeah.
And I know you've been involved in the shock and high-risk PCI field for years, but this is finally some innovation that we can actually see new technologies being available, and that's going to reduce costs, improve performance, and make the devices safer for our patients.
Absolutely. So, how come is it the technology and innovation making? We're an innovation summit here. How come you go from 10 French to 24? Is it like the engineering and the design of the device? Like, I'm just trying to understand how come this is like a flares into that 5 or 8 liters.
Yeah, so the real mechanism that led to it is the impeller itself. So rather than a rigid plastic impeller, which could not collapse, this is a soft, pliable impeller. And so it is has a lot of expandability. It comes crimped on the pump itself, but then when it expands, it is actually expands to almost 30 French in the case of Magenta, 22 French in the case of Supera. So the larger impeller allows for more flow, slower rotations, so you get less hemolysis. But again, we have to find the durability of these devices and pumps in the long run as well. So they're still being studied.
And do you think this is will replace what we have now, the surgically implanted MCS, like for example the 5.5 and?
Yeah, so I don't think it will replace the 5.5, but the vast majority of patients that we treat in the cath lab in particular, we're really looking at support device for a few days. And I think this will be a good bridge and a safer bridge to use these platform devices before they transition to a more intermediate device like an Impella 5.5.
Right.
But lots of work that needs to be. It's just I'm excited that these devices are available.
And just tentatively, this is 5 years, kind of looking down the line to see things kind of coming along.
I think so. I think it's going to take at least 2-3 years for the trials to be done and to
Yeah.
get approval within the higher PCI space, and then even longer to be able to get approval for longer durations, like in cardiogenic.
Perfect. Well,
Yeah.
Dr. Basir, again, thank you so much for enlightening us. Always pioneer in the field, and again, hopefully in 5 years we're going to have this conversation again, saying we have more iteration of devices that's durable. Thanks for watching us. This is Dr. Rashad Reyes from CVI 2025 in Austin.